All that out there in the future, there's a lot of it I don't know about, but God's going to take care of all that. But I'm interested in right here and now. I'm interested in today, tomorrow, next week. I want to see God win a victory for me and in me daily. I want to see my church victorious now. I'm not too concerned about what's going to come way out yonder, because I know God's going to take care of all that. And when He does, He's going to shock everybody, and all the charts and everything else is going to go out the window, because none of them right. Because actually, you see, God may scrap what He had in mind and swing a different way. Just take the devil off the balance. If you can get yourself lined up to walk day by day and week by week with the Lord, then you won't have a whole lot of time to worry about some of these other things. They might be interesting to tickle your fancy, but most of you are not that far yet. Your fancies don't need tickling yet. You just need practical, everyday stuff, just like I do. I need something that will make my prayers effective today. I need something that will help me overcome the demons in myself today. I need something that will help me reach out in confident ministry to others today. I need something that will cause my heart to break when I see the bound ones out there. I need something that's working right now. And I believe that's what all the believers need. Don't get caught up and get so heavenly minded you're no earthly good. There's a lot to be done down here. God has a program He's implementing. And I'll guarantee you it won't turn out near like anybody thinks it's going to. I mean, I've been down these theory roads so many times, I'm leery. I'm leery of theories. I'm a poet, didn't I? I'm a little leery of these pat little theories, you know. You read them and they sound so great, and you got them proof text, and then bluey, God blow the whole shooting match park. I mean, some of you were in some of those trails. You were raised on that little cotton candy mash, you know. A Christian, when they get saved, is completely delivered from demons. Now the awful truth breaks over. You didn't get rid of any of them. Matter of fact, you added some religious ones. Ooh! But the good news is that you can get rid of them, and you can get over being proud because you didn't have any, because you've got them. Oh, Christians can't have demons. They can have anything they want. Don't kid yourself. You can have deliverance if you want it too. I've met people who weren't getting deliverance, but you know one of the reasons they weren't? Sometimes they were so busy discussing their problem they couldn't get help. I met a lady here. Lyndon don't know her, so I can talk about it. She flew all the way down here one time. She heard I was going to be here. And she came all the way from New York. She was a school teacher, and she could hardly wait. She was in line. I was praying with people. She had a big long line of people. She was up first or second, I don't remember. And boy, she sat down and she began to let me have it. She had come. The Lord had told her she was going to be completely delivered. The moment I just went, they'd all go. And I'll tell you one thing, that's not so. I don't have any tricks in my bag. I wrote down everything I knew in those books. Now, it'll take the Holy Spirit and the Word to implement all that stuff and make it work. But it'll work for you if you'll do it. People think I've got some kind of little magic kink. I don't have. Any worker can do what I'm doing. Main thing I got is guts and determination, and I won't give up. Somebody out in California told me, I checked on you last week, Lynn. I said, you did? How'd you do that? He said, well, I was talking to a demon. And I said, well, how's Worley doing? And said, oh, he just went into a screaming fit. Said, he just won't quit. He just won't quit. He won't. Said, so I knew you were still on the trail. They were hollering about you. But if you don't have anything to offer God except determination to stick it out, you can win. That's one of the few things I have. But the thing is, don't get the idea somebody's got some little magic kinks. This poor lady came to me and she began to tell me her history. I think she started with the Mayflower when it landed. Well, after she had said about 3 sentences, I got the gist of her problem. It wasn't anything like what she thought it was. But the Lord showed me 3 or 4 areas that were really, the lady did need deliverance. She was right about that. And I said, well, I kept cutting in. And I'm pretty good at cutting in. But I'm telling you, Ms. Motormouth, she headed me off at the pass. I could hardly get a word in edgewise. I don't think that woman took 3 breaths in 5 minutes. I mean, I call her Miss Motormouth because I don't remember her real name, but I always think of her as Mrs. Motormouth. Her mouth was running 90 miles an hour. And I'd try to cut in. I said, well, why don't we just talk about it? Oh, but I think you need to do this. And out we came again. And I said, yes, okay. Now, how about let's just... And I did this over and over again. And finally, after about 10 minutes of that, here I had 25 people lined up. Other people were praying and having a good time. I was sitting there listening to Miss Motormouth. And, other people had demons already screaming, and I felt jealous. Well, if you're going to have fun, you want to have fun. You don't want to be delayed, do you? And so, finally, I just looked at her. We were in this auditorium. And I looked at her, and I said, look, sister. I said, do you want to keep on talking, or do you want deliverance? She stopped. She looked at me, you know. I finally got her stopped. That got her. I said, if you want to keep on talking, I said, you've been talking nonstop for 10 minutes. I said, if you want to keep talking, you go right over in that corner and talk all you want to, and I'm going to pray for these people, because I don't have time to listen to any more of this. I said, you've been rattling constantly, and you haven't said anything. And she went, oh, well, I just